morning, guys. Clean my screen up so you can see me. Coach Burt, I'm in Seaside, Florida. Getting a little exercise in this morning, taking a walk. Man, it's beautiful down here. We're at the Living with the Monster Couples Retreat. Got a great group, probably 20 couples. Had a great first session last night. Good morning, DJ. Great first session last night at the couples retreat. I'm going to get into that in just a second on why that's real important, Thomas C. Davidson. Why is it important to include your spouse? Because a lot of what I'm going to talk about today has to do with the negative pull of other people. Good morning, Rob Davis. See, when you get up and get going and your prey drive is activated and you're ready to go big, to do big things, you're going to find out that not everybody's going to be excited for you, number one. But there's going to be a high percentage of people, even very close to you, that start pulling you back to the way you used to be, pulling you back to that old you. You're going to find that you're going to have people close to you that are scared. You're going to find that you have people close to you that are not happy for you. You're going to find that you have people that are close to you that don't understand you, Catherine Bass. And that comes from a place of scarcity, right? Comes from a place of scarcity. Amanda Beener. And so what's happening is when you're trying to go to a bigger place, other people can't understand your dreams. They can't understand your vision. They can't understand your drive. They can't understand why you would sacrifice what you do. And so what happens is those people, their only tendency is to kind of hold you back, be negative towards your dreams. So when you're thinking about it, what I want to encourage you today is to understand this. Once your drive is activated and you make up your mind that you're going to go to a higher frequency, I want to encourage you to fight through some of that short-term anxiety of people. Your natural tendency is to get scared. Sean Vernon, over the last couple of weeks, man, I've made some big decisions. Made some big decisions to invest in myself. Made some big decisions to make some big moves. Made some big decisions to do a lot of things. Now, as soon as you make those decisions, as soon as you make them, very first thing you're going to do is you're going to get scared. And your own mind is going to start talking you out of those decisions. Oh, I can't believe you're going to spend that money. Oh, I can't believe you're going to do that. Oh, I can't believe you're going to go there. Oh, I can't believe you're going to do this, right? Like I'm down here working with 20 couples, and I guarantee you, some of those couples didn't want to come. The spouse wanted to come, but the other spouse didn't want to come. They were skeptical, and they were nervous, and they were pessimistic. Why do we have to go to this? And what are we trying to do? And what's he going to teach us? Could be the best thing that ever happened to them, by the way. So I'm telling you this because what happens is, to me, the activation of prey drive is not the hard part. You can watch this video this morning, Chris Kopic. Boom, get that prey drive activated. And by the time you get to your office, you're already scared to take an action. My theory is when in doubt, take an action. When you're scared, take an action. When you don't think you should do it, take an action. And then what happens is you commit, right? Not David Perez, that's exactly right. I agree with that. So when you think about it, I'm trying to get you over this anxiety that you have with people and people have with you, and the scarcity that we live in the world when you try to do big things. Good morning, Tom Love. Because it's out there, man. It's out there. And if you're not careful, that little piece of scarcity will hold you back from doing some really, really big things in the world. You'll always move to a place of comfort. So how do you overcome this? That's the question, right? You recognize it. Always, as a basketball coach, I had a saying: we recognize, we admit, we learn, and we forget. We recognize. Man, it's beautiful right there. Look at that pool right there. We recognize, we learn, right? We recognize, admit, we learn, we forget. I'll show you guys a view. Good morning. Look at that view right there, folks. Prettiest beaches in the world right there, Seaside, Florida. Beautiful houses, beautiful people. Recognize, admit, learn, and forget, Trevor Hartz. Because that's what's going to happen to you, man. It's happened my whole life. I remember when I was 19 years old, Chris Hall, I was coaching at a small elementary school. I got a call from a large high school, Riverdale High School, and they wanted me to come to Riverdale and be an assistant coach. Man, I was so excited. I was scared to death. And I told my friends, I told people in my local community, man, I'm going to go down to Riverdale, this school down in Murfreesboro, and you would not believe what they told me. No, you can't do that. No, don't go down there. Don't leave our small town. Don't go, right? What would they do? Why would they do that? Why would they not want me to go expand? Why would they not want me to grow? Why would they? Because it was unknown. It was new. It was fresh. And I can't tell you how many people, guys, that are not open to something because of their scare. Scared of what? Scared to spend the money because I can't reproduce the money. Number one thing. What if the whole world falls apart? What if the economy goes down? What if my business stops? What if, right? Like the whole world operates in this mindset, which suppresses the prey drive. So the prey drive, Mike Brooks, is I see it and I'm going for it. Then I get scared, so I contract because somebody tells me not to do it. I listen to them, therefore I never try. Therefore I repeat the cycle over and over and over. I see it, I want it, I get scared, I don't do it. I see it, I want it, I get scared, I don't do it. So what I'm trying to get you guys to do is I'm trying to get you to see it and have the prey drive to act on it. Prey drive is an instinct to see something with the eyes or in the mind and have the guts and persistence and intensity to pursue it, even when sometimes it's illogical. Not everything is going to be logical, folks. Some things are going to be instinctual, right? And sometimes you're going to be wrong. And sometimes you're going to lose. And sometimes people are going to do you wrong. And sometimes just study human nature, right? Just to study human nature. So what I'm trying to get you to do is overcome these short-term fears that you have, the scarcity of the world, and other people trying to pull you back. They're not trying to pull you back because they're mad at you or they don't love you. They're just trying to pull you back because they're scared. They're scared. Many times they're not taking action in their life. They're scared for you to take action in your life. I've won and I've lost, folks. I've won and I've lost. I've won more than I've lost, but I've definitely lost some. But I wouldn't have won anything. What's the old saying? You miss 100% of the shots you never take. Wayne Gretzky said that. What we're trying to do is get you in a mindset of taking shots. You see it? Let's go for it, man. Let's not be afraid of it. And those people, they're well-meaning. They probably love you. They care about you. But you got to have the guts and the fortitude to say, I'm going for it. I'm pushing through. I'm going to make it happen. Even when people tell you that you can't. Now, let me finish with this. One activator, a prey drive. I'm going to be talking about all of this next Thursday. Tomorrow I'm doing a free webinar at noon on how to tackle complacency. Okay, how to tackle complacency. That's tomorrow at noon. I'll post the link. 1 hour. Get the replay if you can't be there. Next Thursday I'm doing Flip the Switch virtual boot camp. I've never done this before. Full day with me. Breaking down my whole sales system, Michael Burgess. I'll post the link. You can come to that. $57, folks. It'll be great for your sales teams. Anybody that you think needs to go out and get it. Virtual boot camp. Now, one activator, a prey drive, is competition. When people tell me that I can't do something, it activates an intense drive in me to prove that I can. Now, call it ego, call it whatever you want if you want to get into the Freud psychology. Truth is, whatever makes you do it, helps you do it, produces an action, doesn't matter to me, to be honest with you. Morning. Doesn't matter to me, right? Don't matter. If it produces an action, it's a good thing. Okay? If it produces an action, it's a good thing. If it don't produce an action, it's not helping you. I got to teach you how to use the competition or create a competition if you don't have one. Okay? I like creating a competition. If you don't have one, make up one. That's what Michael Jordan did in The Last Dance. He didn't have a prey drive activator on all of those things. Guess what he did? He just made up one. If there wasn't a game, he created a game. If there wasn't a competition, he created a competition. If there wasn't an indignation, he created an indignation. He's like, man, I'm going to find some way to activate that deep, deep drive inside of me to get a person to take action, to get myself to take an action. So I want to encourage you. The word encourage, give. The word discourage, take away, Steve. Encourage you today. Pick up the phone. Make the call. All they can do is say no. All they can do is say they're not interested. All they can do is say they don't want to be a part of it. All they can do, right? That's all they can do, man. There's deals you need to close. There's people you need to call. There's contacts you need to make. There's asks you need to have. Oh, well, they can't afford it. Oh, well, that's not a good partner. Oh, well, listen, you're going to get all the negative noise of the world. Trust me. Okay, you're going to get all the negative noise of the world, folks. And there's enough of that to go around for everybody, Jason Peck. I don't listen to it. Don't pay attention to it, Jay Cash. Not interested in it. None of it, okay? Why? Because it deters me away from my targets. I got to be so focused on my targets, man, that I cannot allow any negative noise to prohibit me from moving from A to B. That's how focused we got to be. If you've never come down and visited with me in Seaside, one of these retreats, I want to encourage you. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Who do you use for trusted advisors? You know, I have a lot of people for trusted advisors. Some of them have turned out to be not so trusted, Jay. Some of them turned out to be duds. Some of them have turned out to be work, but that don't stop me from partnering with people. So good question. Some of your trusted partners are going to turn out to be bad partners, crazy partners, evil partners. Shouldn't stop you from partnering with people. Should make you a little bit more hesitant, maybe slow down and do your homework a little bit more. But it don't stop you from believing in people. Even with the bad I see, I still have a belief, a deep faith that people want to do the right thing and they want to be good people and they want to honor their commitments and they want to see something through to its conclusion. Now, some of those people let me down. Some of those people don't believe the same things I do. Some of those people, when they get scared, they want to quit. I don't. Some of those people make excuses. I don't. But most of them, on balance, are good people. So, hope you guys are doing great. Robin Ayers, good morning. A long time no see. I'm in Seaside Couples Retreat. We're about to get started this morning. You say, where do you cover at those couples retreats? How do you think like a monster producer? How do you live with the monster producer? How do you get in alignment with each other? How do you set goals and dreams and big ambitions? How do you make a decision, man, to go all the way? How do you handle the sacrifice it takes to do something big in the world? That's what we cover at these retreats. Guarantee you didn't have any courses on that. Guarantee you, when you go to marriage counseling, they don't cover any of these things. How do you do something big together? How do you make a decision? How do you decide to go all the way versus part of the way as a couple? How do you decide that you're not going to live an ordinary life? You're going to live an extraordinary life. What's the vision of the unit? What's the distribution of labor? These are things you never see at a marriage conference. They should be talked about at a marriage conference because all conflict is going to happen with pace and intensity. And it's going to happen when two people don't believe the same things. One's growing, one's staying. One's on fire, one's stuck. One wants to go all the way, one wants to go some of the way. That's where marriage problems happen. Trust me, okay? So, have a great day. Everybody needs a coach. You guys know I love you. I appreciate you. Spend the day with me next Thursday. I promise you, it'll be well worth it. I'm going to give you the best I got, man, because it's the only way I know how to do it. Joe Roberts. One full day, virtual boot camp, $57. I'm going to teach my whole selling system. So, intentional congruence, Trevor. You guys have a great day. I love you.